Deontay Wilder has changed his tune slightly since AJ's loss to Ruiz. He says that he will still fight AJ. He says, why not? Let me quote him directly here. He says, people look at losses and think it's the be-all and end-all. It's not. It's how you become a 2-time, 3-time, 4-time champion. In our history of boxing, many of the greats have lost, if not all. It's boxing. You're going to win some and you're going to lose some. That's just how it is. A loss shouldn't define who you are. Sometimes you're going to get knocked down. Sometimes that's the hardest thing in the world, to get back up. Some people, after they get knocked down, they want to strategically move themselves. That's the easy part. The hard part is getting knocked down so you get back up. And he goes on to talk about AJ here. He says, of course, we can still fight, but first he got to pick himself back up. We got to see if he picks himself back up and dusts himself off. Does he pick himself up or does he stay down? Right now, he's down. He's mentally weak right now. It's going to be interesting to see how he takes this time and rebuilds himself and gets back into the mix. When he does that, I'll be there. So yeah, interesting that Deontay Wilder is still willing to fight AJ. And I guess it's something similar to what AJ said, right? Because AJ was talking about if Deontay Wilder was to lose to Tyson Fury. You know, this was before their first fight, Wilder and Fury. He said if Wilder was to lose to Fury, he'd still fight Wilder. So Wilder's saying something similar. A lot of people are going to take heart from this. But maybe it's a case of Deontay Wilder, now that he's seen some extra weakness in AJ, feeling more confident. Yeah, maybe he was confident anyway, but he's not going to feel less confident now that he's seen AJ get wiped out by Andy Ruiz, is he? He's going to feel more confident. And so he should, because AJ's punch resistance is definitely in question. Now, Deontay Wilder was also dropped early in his career by a journeyman, and very badly hurt, apparently. There are some photographs of that knockdown, but there's no video footage. It seems that Al Heyman or whoever it was, maybe it was Golden Boy at the time, or maybe it was Al Heyman after Wilder signed with Heyman. Whatever the case may be, somebody appears to have scrubbed all evidence of that knockdown from the internet. Deontay Wilder getting dropped. I always forget who the journeyman was. Was it Cedric Fields? It wasn't Cedric Fields, was it? Who was it? I can't remember which journeyman it was. It's a journeyman I've heard of from way back in the days, still around. I always forget the guy's name. But anyway, you guys can look it up. If you don't know about it, you'll see the still images of Wilder on the floor. So all these big guys are vulnerable. They can all be dropped. Tyson Fury appears to have the best powers of recovery. Even though he goes down, and he's been down numerous times, he recovers so quick. I mean, even against Steve Cunningham. Cunningham's not a puncher, but that's the best overhand right I've ever seen Cunningham throw or land in his whole career. I'm just being real. Like, Cunningham put his whole body into that overhand right. He never even normally throws the right hand like that. Cunningham normally throws the right hand straight, and he doesn't put that much of his body on it. But that overhand right he threw against Tyson Fury, that's the hardest punch I've ever seen Cunningham throw or land. But Tyson Fury recovered extremely fast from that knockdown, because that was a heavy knockdown. Recovered very fast. Deontay Wilder was a little groggy for a while against Luis Ortiz. He didn't get dropped, but he got hurt in the fight, and he was given extra time to recover by the ref and the doctor in the corner and whatnot at the start of the next round. So does he recover well? I'd say he recovers better than AJ, but maybe not quite as quickly as the Gypsy King. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about everything I've mentioned in this video. It's happening, I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.